What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here with your top 5 stories from the past 24 hours. Today, we're talking about the rated R superstars' return to the WWE, the Flash director situation, and more in Comic Book Now. First up, WWE fans are freaking out today because Edge has announced he will be returning to the WWE to host the 900th episode of SmackDown. We all remember the heartbreak of Edge announcing he would have to step out of the ring due to a neck injury back in 2011. While he won't be back in the ring delivering any spears or tag teaming with anybody with Christian, we're excited to have him on SmackDown in a few weeks. Shane McMahon made the announcement earlier today on Twitter. You think you know me? I can't wait to hear that played. Next up, Hong Kong Disneyland has unveiled an in-depth inside look at their Iron Man experience attraction. Check this out.
It's incredible to be doing something for the Iron Man appearance at the Hong Kong Disneyland. I think the audience in Hong Kong will go crazy for this experience.
We're going to get on board this brand new high-tech ship. Imagine a very large Iron Man suit and fly over to the new Stark Tower, where we're going to see the world's largest arc reactor, very powerful, very valuable energy device, and get an up-close look at it.
So we've set this up as the next Stark Expo after the one he did in 2010 in New York, and he's showcasing his latest and greatest products from Stark Industries. You know, we see all kinds of things in the pre-show as guests come through the expo, but the ultimate thing is to get on this brand new Iron Wing vehicle, which is essentially a really large Iron Man suit that you and 44 of your closest friends can get into. And you're going out on a tour of Hong Kong, ending at the Stark Towers. What could go wrong?
It takes place in Hong Kong, so our key audience, the Hong Kong residents, are going to get to see their city in a whole new way. You are with Iron Man in an adventure. It's not just you're kind of flying through an environment, but you are part of an adventure that he's going on.
The favorite part of this experience for me thus far has been to create an authentically Iron Man superhero adventure that takes place in a real place, Hong Kong.
Anybody who goes to a theme park, a Disney theme park to begin with, loves color and spectacle and excitement and adventure. And that's all that Iron Man is. It embodies all of those things. I didn't dream it would be such a big production and such a beautiful production. There's something about Iron Man that seems to fascinate people.
Keeping it with Marvel here for a minute, Doctor Strange hit theaters this weekend, and $85 million worth of moviegoers went to meet the Sorcerer Supreme. In doing so, they also met the villains Caecilius and Dormammu. Mild spoiler alert. But this was not always going to be the case. In a recent interview with Empire magazine, Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige said that Doctor Strange was originally going to have Nightmare as the main villain rather than Dormammu, but that was changed to avoid having to introduce the Nightmare Realm and the Dream Dimension. I think the truth behind the switch, though, might be that Dormammu will be the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Galactus. We have a full theory on that on ComicBook.com. I totally recommend going to check that out. You'll probably buy into it. Shifting over to DC now, Young Justice has officially earned itself a 3rd season. And by earned itself a 3rd season, I mean the fans campaigned hard enough to get more episodes. Yes, really. This is what they had to say. The affection that fans have had for Young Justice and their rallying cry for more episodes has always resonated with us. That's from president of Warner Brothers Animation, Sam Register. Yeah, you guys did a great job. You were tweeting about it and everything. The studio announced yesterday that Season 3 has begun production and said Season 3 promises new twists, turns, and dangerous new threats for the team, but most importantly, the opportunity for fans to finally continue the adventures of some of their favorite superheroes. They have not yet revealed a release date, but promise more details are on the way soon. Finally, before we get to your questions, so go ahead and throw those in the comment section below, Ezra Miller has broken his silence on the Flash director situation. The movie has now lost 2 directors as Warner Brothers apparently looks to change things up following the harsh criticisms of Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. Miller is chiming in while promoting his upcoming Fantastic Beasts film. He said, quote, "I think that the most important quality is the open heart. I think that The Flash has to be a story that is heartfelt because I think that that's where the lightning really is." So we'll see who ends up in the director's chair. We'll see if that movie actually arrives on its scheduled release date. What do we got in the comment section here? Destin Mendenhall, can we have the Justice League with the same animation? I'm not sure what that's referring to. It's just that you want a Justice League animated series? That would be cool. Do I watch Young Justice? Am I excited about coming back for season 3? I've watched a few episodes. I haven't watched it all the way through. I've had the pleasure of talking to a few cast members. I think they're all excited about it, and I want to dive into it because I remember just reading yesterday that when it was renewed, everyone was super hyped about it, so I got to see what the hype is about. What new character would I like to see in Young Justice? I can't really. Like I just said, I haven't watched the entire series yet. But I feel like this show, what I know from what I know about the show is they take all the characters that we kind of wish we saw in movies and they stick them in that show. Are there any DC characters I'd really like to see? I feel like they've done a good job. I have to do a little bit more research before I could say anything on it, though. Sky Patterson is making a few recommendations for the Flash director: Tim Miller, Edgar Wright, Kenneth Branagh, or Ava Dunbury. I think Doug Liman, he directed Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He directed Jumper, and he's directed a couple other movies. He's supposed to be on board for Justice League Dark. I think he would make a great director for The Flash. Will Doctor Strange be in third end credit scene like he did? Will Doctor Strange be in the third end credit scene like he did in Doctor Strange? I don't know what that, Roberto, I think there might be a typo there. Let's get one more question. Who's my favorite Marvel DC character? Marvel Comics, Nova, movies, Iron Man, DC Comics, Batman, DC movies. I don't know. I really liked what I saw from The Flash and the Justice League set, but I haven't seen the movie yet. It's too soon to tell. Might have to go with The Flash just from TV, too. That's all we got. All right, guys, that's all we got time for today. If you want to talk more, hit me up on Twitter at Brandon Davis. BD, love hearing from you guys. And make sure you're following ComicBook.com across all of social media, at ComicBook on Twitter and at ComicBook Now on Instagram. I'll see you all tomorrow.